In today's video, we're going to take a look at the different types of image formats and where you should use them in different spots on your Joomla site. And we're going to give away some money pretty soon here. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 251 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite tools, extensions and tools for building and maintaining Joomla sites. Also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, migrate them. If you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or even just to get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com, and let's talk. Today's video is brought to you by our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Head on over to mysites.guru and get a free site audit for your Joomla site. And while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. And sign up. Use the coupon code BASICJoomla. You get your first month free. Well, as always, you get your first month free anyways. All right. Now, for those of you that last week was Watch Me Work live stream 250, and to celebrate, I'm giving away 3 prizes today. $50, $75, and how does that work out? Yeah, $125. Either to I'll pay that to your favorite pro extension developers to renew your licenses, so you can buy something nice for your site, or you can have that towards services with my company. Now, I already pasted in chat here. The odds are really good of people winning some money today. Although the odds are really good of people being disappointed because the odds are so good if they don't win money. Head on over there to the link I just put in chat. Make sure that you've entered. There's like only 8 people entered right now. So I guess that's what happens when you don't have many people watching your videos. And I only just started promoting it last week. In the meantime, before we change screens here, I just want to tell you I did change the picture here today. And let me just make myself disappear here. That would do that. This is a picture of the rental car that I had this past weekend when I was at a conference south of Calgary. So it's a Cadillac CTS4. I was now here's the deal. I had to rent a car anyways, and I saw that renting a luxury car for the weekend, as budget would call it, was only an extra $30. So I thought, I'm going to rent myself a Cadillac. And so I was thinking I would get a big, huge lumbering around kind of car. But this is actually their sporty model. Really had a lot of fun driving it. It was a little bit hard to get in and out, as most sporty cars are. But and the electronics on it were really crazy. So for the lane assist and the radar and stuff like that for following cars in front, adaptive cruise control. So I set the cruise to a certain speed, and then it would keep a distance from the car ahead of me. And if that car slowed down, my car would brake or slow down as well. And if the car ahead accelerated and left me, my car would accelerate just to the point where it would just to the speed I'd set it. Also, we're driving along like this country road, and I saw a pedestrian walking towards us on the side of the road. And when we got near him or her, the distance warning flashed, and there's a little pedestrian symbol in it. So I like that. Yes, Vinny, you are one of them. Yeah, Arjun said, did I need to do something when I was driving? Yes. Well, you know what? You can take your hand off the wheel and it will follow along for a while, but after a period of time, it tells you to put your hand back on the wheel. So it's not self-driving, but it was, the driving assist. I think I used to say I didn't like that stuff. I wanted to just drive, but I had a rental a couple of years ago, the first time that had that stuff on it, and I'll tell you, it just made traveling nice. Hello, Imran. How are you? All right, well, let's say hi to everyone in chat here. Bjorn, Rudiger, Ivor, Vinny. Vinny's here for the beginning for once. Yes. I already said Bjorn and Ivor, Arjun, Victor, and Imran. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. So All right. I'm actually heading back to Calgary tomorrow, and I had a Cadillac rented for that as well. But I'm taking some people from the airport as well that are in the same flight as me. We're going to Calgary for a funeral, and they are an older couple, and she is recovering from a broken ankle. So when I got into the Cadillac, that sporty Cadillac, I thought, oh, you know what, it's gonna be hard for these people to get in this car. So I've rented. Maybe if I'm all together, I'll show you whatever I rent. I rented some kind of premium full-size car, but okay, so let's do this, and then I'm going to get ready for the contest. There's the link, everybody, if you haven't entered. Now, let's turn our attention to the screen, and there we go. That's the link. I'm going to use this cool little tool right here. Let's talk about it for a little bit, because it might be a nice way for you to do giveaways, or if you have a client that wants to do a contest, or just some way to randomly pick people. And it is spinthewheel.io. I saw them use this at J-Day USA to give away prizes at the end of J-Day USA, so I thought, oh great, that is what I will use for my contests. And it's kind of neat. We're just going to put our entries in here, and then I'm just going to spin the wheel. Oh, let me see. I want you guys to have the sound here. There you go. And then it picks a choice. Happy sounds, some confetti, and there you go. All right, so off screen here. I have the names of the people who have entered. So I'm going to start putting them on here. Mary. And then Azam. And Ann Notre Thomas. And Michael. Vinny. And FJ. And Bjorn. Bjorn actually entered twice. But that's all right. I think he was testing out the form and doing things. So he's only entered once, as you will see on the screen. And let's do this here. I'm just going to put in what was here. And there's Ivor. Oh, did I? Oh. Tell me I didn't just wipe that out. Oh my goodness. This is where the lot... Hey, Ivor, the odds look pretty good for you. What happened there? Is it limited to 7? I hope not. I wasn't anticipating that. I could export these, of course. Let's see here. We're going to put these all back in here. All right, now before... Okay, I'm going to copy all those. Just copy them, just in case that happens again. And then we'll get Mary in here. This is actually the order that people entered as well, so... All right, now I'm going to refresh to see if anyone else has entered since I shared the link. Oh, yes, sirree. All right, Rudiger's in there. Got your entry, Rudiger. Imran is in there. Okay, Arjun. Imran's in there a second time. Nice try, Imran. All right, we're going to trash that one entry there. All right. Let's see. Mary thinks, okay. Oh, Vinny's rooting for Mary. Oh, the form doesn't clear after entry. Yeah. It just says a little sign at the top. We put that form. I put that form on the site last week. And this contest is set up as being quick and dirty. Don't worry about it, Imran. It's all good. All right. Oh, Control Z. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Victor. I don't know if I don't know if that's what happened or not. Victor, are you entered? Last time I paste the link here. Where are we here? Oh, that's not the link. There we are. Well, yes, and that's a good example of that convert form. I could have just made a page and redirected them to somewhere. And you know what? I'm just kind of doing this mostly for fun. I'm not really doing a heavy promotion or trying to sign up for people. You do get I think you do get a link to join the Joomla training cohort if you want. Oh, Victor, I'm giving away $50, $75, and $125 to celebrate Watch Me Work live stream 250, which was last week. So go to that. Victor, I'm just going to put your name in. Actually, go to that page and enter the form because I'll need your address if you win. And then we will go. And we will go. Yes, when you get here, scroll down. There's a form here. I guess I could have made this a pop-up too. But Vinny asks, is it $50 Canadian US? It's US, Vinny. US. I am in Canada. I do bill in US dollars to everyone in the world. Well, I bill in euros and British sterling. In Canada, I bill in Canadian. But it is $50. It is US money. US money I'm giving away today. All right, so I am home alone right now. My wife is in Calgary with her sister, spending some time with her. It was our brother-in-law that passed away. And so I have to get up in the morning and get myself to the airport. It's not a super early flight, but trying to take care of myself. It's always a bit of a science experiment leaving me alone. Went out for supper with a friend last night, so that was easy. And actually, then we went to Dairy Queen afterwards for Blizzard. So, all right, let's see here. Let's look for these names here, and we'll refresh. There we go. Victor's in. Victor is in. All right, everybody. I think that will be it. Pretty cool little contest thing here. And look at this on. I learned this on. Click up. Oh, you can't see that on that screen. Oh yeah, you can behind me here. Watch me work 250 winners. That's Okay, let's go. First of all, we're going to do the draw for $50. Then we're going to do the draw for $75. And then we're going to do the draw for $125. And I can paste the names in here. And I think we're all set to go. Let me find the chat here. Oh, Michael. Michael's in on this too. I didn't see your name added there, Michael. I'm glad I double checked. Whoops. Michael. Cuff. Okay. Victor, Arjun, Imran. Yeah. So, I think that is all the names, and we are ready to go. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. Let's make this. There we go. Ready? Here comes the first spin for $50. Oh, by the way, thanks everyone for your support of the channel. Here we go. Who's going to win $50? Oh, our late entry there, Michael. Nice. I'll write that down there. Michael, congratulations. So close, Victor, yes. But watch this. We're going to remove Michael. And now we'll give another spin here. All right. Here we go for $75. Michael. Oh boy. I see that the Michaels have cornered the prizes. All right, for the grand prize, $125 in U.S. monies. Take Michael out. And can you guys hear the spinner? Yes, Vinny, the spinner has prejudice for Michaels. There are no Michaels left. You can hear the sound? Great. All right. Here we go. That was a good spin. And Victor. Wow. Victor, congratulations. You just won $125. Woohoo. Yeah. That's pretty good for someone who just a couple minutes was saying, I don't know what's happening. All right. Everybody, thank you for entering. Condolences to you who did not win. And but thank you everybody for your support of the channel and for being here. And I appreciate it. I appreciate the value that it adds to my life, to my business, and I appreciate hanging out with you all on Wednesdays. And your abundant patience with me in the midst of my mistakes and struggles. But there you go. All right, let's move on to our topic for today. I thought I'd check out, see if there's any articles in the Joomla Magazine. Oh, by the way, winners, I'll be in touch with you by email, and we'll figure out who the developer is you want me to send the money to for your subscriptions or whatever. All right. So I went and looking at magazine articles in the Joomla Magazine. Vinny said he came in for the show, not the contest. Forgot what was happening. Oh, come on, Michael. $50 to give it to my favorite charity. I can if you want. I'm happy I'm happy to do it to for one of your pro extensions to support a developer you like, but that is up to you. All right. Derek says, late to the party, prefer to stay out of the draw. I'm still in gray area between amateur and pro. Pro would get more benefit. Okay, sure, that's cool. And hello, Derek. Good to see you today. Yeah. All right. Okay, what type of image should you use on your website? This is an article by Daniel Dubois, and I thought it'd be a good outline for us to talk about things, especially I think that I want to show you a really cool tool that I use. Whoops, bumped the camera here, straightening it out. A really cool tool that I use for converting images into SVG, which is nice. It used to cost a lot. Their software, or you could get it done on Fiverr, but Canva I use, but we'll see. So thanks to Daniel for this article here, and I believe I will post the link here for you to follow along, and we'll just see what he talks about here. I'm not going to read the whole thing word for word, but different images. He says here, this guide for beginners simply explains what the different image file formats are and how to properly use them on your website. Whatever the theme of websites, images are omnipresent, from the logo to photos of the products of the team members. Images and found absolutely everywhere. We used to add images in our website since decades, but are we doing it right? Question may seem weird for many of us based on what I observe in my clients' websites. It's not a stupid question. Daniel's clients are not using images properly. So in this article, he's going to explain how to use images optimally when you manage a website. And you know what? I think this is really good clarification, because I know sometimes, for instance, when I'm adding, I think more of size than I think about quality. So, anyways, we'll get into that. So JPEG images. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have to decide whether it's GIF or GIF today. All right. So, well, that'll come up. All right, let's start with JPEG images. JPEG and JPEG, or JPG and JPEG, the most common image files used on the web. They are raster, and as such tolerate enlargements quite poorly, but tolerate reductions rather well. They can also be compressed to be loaded more quickly by visitors, to the detriment of their visual quality. Raster image, correct display after reduction, poor after enlargement. Destructive compression, and use at 72 dpi for the web and 300 dpi for print. Dpi being dots per inch. All right, so there is the Joomla logo in a JPEG format. All right, now as you can see, let's zoom in on that just a little bit. Can I zoom in on that a little bit? Yeah. As we zoom in on this image, and you've probably noticed this, that see the edge. Let's zoom in even more. All right, yeah. See now this is blowing it up, right? So it makes it worse. But the edge here, see, it's not really smooth, is it? And there's some artifacts in here. All right. And oh my goodness. Where's that image gone? Let's see. It's got to be here. Oh, really zoomed in. Yeah. So artifacts, these kind of little blurry things. That's from compression, and not really great for edges. Now, of course, I've blown this up really big. If we go Control-0. I still notice with my eye just little things here, like this top of the green arrow there, or the green, there's just a little bit of that curve that's just a little straight line. And of course, the issue there is that the rows on the screen that are showing this top row, it stops. There's not one little pixel that's up at the top. It just does not look very good. But Let me go here. So when to use, sorry, well, I'm really jumping around. All right, so Daniel says when to use and not to use JPEG images. JPEG images are fine for backgrounds. Their compression allows them to be lighter than the PNG equivalents, and the reduction in quality is acceptable for a background image. A photo report, go for JPEG. It's the standard output for digital cameras, so you might as well take advantage of it. Okay, I'm not quite sure what he means by a photo report. I think maybe if you're using a photo, and why not? And you know, his point about how it, his point about how the it's very tolerant to being reduced in size is a good point, and that works nicely with cameras. So for instance, if I go to, let's see, where's that image? Let's see here. I've got that car image here somewhere. I just put it in. Let's go date created. There we go. All right, so here's the picture of the car. Let me just make sure that you can see that. All right, so this is the picture of my rent-a-car. It's a JPEG, as we see up here. But this, which you cannot see behind me, is only at 43%. We can see that down in the bottom, just behind me here, 43%. So what is going to happen is, if I go to a webcam, turn that back on, I can zoom in to 100%, and you know that's a pretty good quality picture there. My phone does a nice job. But if I want to use the car as a whole background, I'm going to have to resize this image and resize it down, especially if I want it to be used just on my site in an article or something. There's no way that I'm going to have like whatever 3,000 pixels across this is, right? So Imran says you cannot reduce JPEG below 60%, it will be pixelated. You mean for the compression? Yes. But for the size, it will resize down nicely. And as we can see here, if I just resize this window here, it still looks pretty good, right? Now, as we saw before with the JPEG, the Joomla logo, making it bigger is horrible. But that's a suitable small image. That's just 12%. I can even go oh, that's as small as it's going to let me go. But that's nice. So my camera took that picture. If I was going to use it on the web page, I would probably do some cropping, and then let's just see what tools we have here. Oh yeah, this is I like the Windows 10 photo manager better, but yeah, so see, I can do a bit of cropping here, and you know, but it's still going to be JPEG when I save it. And now, how do I commit to that? I don't know. And then I can also probably just save that. Yeah, so there's my new image, and I can go and edit, and 2517. Look, I got, oh, wow. Huh. I've not played around with this tool at all. And there's got to be a way that I must be able to resize this as well, right? Markup, filter adjustment. Anyways, JPEGs. Your camera takes them, and they will be nice. Now, if you're using JCE editor on the upload, you can resize. I don't know if you can resize on with Tiny MCE, but you can resize, you can do compression, you can set all sorts of things and get things right. And these are typically going to be smaller than PNG, which is what we see. All right, let's close that down here. Yeah, Bjorn makes a really good point. Even if you resize the window, the image is the same size. So if you were to just upload, like I've been asked to look at slow sites, or I've had clients, and they're wondering why their site loads so slow, and they've got a huge 5 megabyte picture of a sign that they took. And they uploaded it full size without resizing. And that whole thing has to load, even though on the page it's displayed according to the dimensions that you set. So it's good to resize. JPEGs, love them. Oh, JPEG does not support transparency. That's the background. If the image must be displayed in the foreground and the background must be seen behind, you should not use JPEG format. Oh, it says, and the background must be seen behind. I think it means must not be seen behind. Rudiger says the customer regularly uploads their images to 10 to 15 megabyte sizes. Yeah, and that's why I like OCH responsive images from Online Community Hub, Ruud van Lent, because even though that's a pain for the hosting size, it will automatically make appropriate sizes for the devices being seen. 85 megabytes, wow. The other thing too is in JCE Editor, you can set the upload default to resize to a certain size. And so that can help with clients who just upload things that are too big. Oh, you wrote a program? Oh, of course you did. Rudiger wrote a program to reduce them automatically. Good for you. Yes, Ivor Quantum Manager. Yeah, that's a really nice editor as well. I've not done anything with Quantum for a while, but yeah. So other, if you find other editors. Oh, image in front of background. Oh, okay, image in front of background of the site. Okay, yeah. Right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because you would always want the background be displayed in the foreground and the background must be seen behind. Well, the background is the background of the page. You're right. Thank you. All right, edges are less clear in JPEG images. Text are less readable in JPEG images. Yes. All right. PNG images. Now, the counterpart of JPEG is the format PNG, raster, and equipped with non-destructive compression. This format supports transparency and has the clear rendering, but presents files heavier. All right, heavier files. Now, let's just go into here. Now, see, excuse me, that's going to use JPEGs, PNGs. Now, notice this is much nicer. We still have that little straight line there, but we don't have any. What is that there? PNG, yeah. We don't have any of those little artifacts that are floating around. The edge is still kind of iffy here, but that's because we're zooming in on a smaller image. So that's always going to happen with JPEGs and PNGs. Imran says not much suitable for low-speed internet. Yeah, especially large PNGs. But if you've got little buttons or icons that are not that big, PNG is the way to go because it stays nice and crisp. All right, Control 0, and there you go. Supports transparency. Yeah, so you can get a nice transparent background using a photo editor. All right, PNG images. They have their place in the foreground. Their sharpness and details make them very attractive, and their transparent background allows them to be integrated neatly above the background of the page. Simple PNG images can be used also as backgrounds. Simple means with few details, not a photograph. Be careful with the file size. Yeah. So if you have a graphical background, especially that if you're tiling it, do a PNG, just a small one, and it'll load quickly and it'll be nice and sharp. But and the other thing too is that with backgrounds, whether you use JPEG or PNG, if you add a fade to them, that can also reduce the file size as well. It's not so many pixels being drawn. Simple PNG images can be used as backgrounds. Yeah. Simple means with few details, not a photograph. Be careful with the file size. PNG images have clear rendering of text and outlines. It's perfect for images where text is dominant, logo with a slogan, restaurant menu, or when geometric shapes are present like a graph or diagram. So that can be very good. All right. Do not use PNG format for large files. A photograph of several megapixels will be much heavier in PNG format. Yeah, so don't. No, yeah, don't. Unless you're, excuse me, unless your intent is to serve up the PNG so that people can see it. But, yeah, so it's big. All right, now we get down to GIFs. I call them GIFs. I'm not going to say that that is the way to say it, but a GIF. Just like, what have we got here? Just for fun. Let's pop this up here. No, it's not the snipping tool I want. I want this. And I'm going to make this here. All right. All right. This word is what we're talking about. On your birthday, you like to receive a gift. But if you like stuffed animals, someone might give you a giraffe. Okay. I think there is I think there is a way to say it properly based on whoever invented or whatever like that. But anyways, I call it a GIF. Some people call it a GIF. And I don't know. And it doesn't really matter. I have a client in Ireland who they were having problems with the contact form and some issues. And I got it working for them. It's a new client. And they emailed me and said, I'm pretty chuffed about the contact form. And I knew they really wanted it working. And I thought, oh, chuffed. Are they angry? Did I do something wrong? But apparently, chuffed is good. So, we had a little laugh about that. SVG, on the other hand, is not pixel-based, so no chance for a pixelate issue increasing or decreasing the size. Yes, exactly, as Imran has said there. Animated GIFs, perfect for low-definition animations. All right. Are made from rapid succession of raster images, limited to 256 colors. So it's really just multiple displays of raster images. They were all the rage when flashy banner ads and flashing calls to action were used, a little too much. Nowadays we find less and less on sites and more in instant messaging applications. All right, correct. It's a raster image. It correctly displays after reduction, poor after enlargement, and only 256 colors, so it's not necessarily great for video, right? A limited color palette, and supports transparency. But GIFs that are transparent have a rough edge around them if they have transparent background. GIF images allow you to display small weighting animations, like a preloader. Now let's just see what he's got for a bunch here. Yeah, so here's some GIFs on Pixabay. Let's paste the link for this here. And as we mouse over, we can see these are what all the images are doing. So if you want, if you're looking for an image to do something while something is loading, then a GIF is your friend. Now that's probably more from a programming basis, right? And these loop, right? They just keep going. Now, GIF animations allow you to animate images with a reduced number of colors, a greeting card, for example, or an explanatory diagram. A GIF animation allows you to display a few seconds of film. This is quite common on blogs, social media. All right, up here, no control possible over the GIF animation. It is not possible to start, stop, or rewind a GIF animation. It plays in a loop, and that is it. Now, I will tell you this. I do put GIFs in some of my videos, but also it takes a lot of time to do that as well. And recently I was thinking like, oh, I like to be entertaining, but it's a lot of time to do this, and people are coming to get information, not necessarily just to get entertained, although I like to give information in an entertaining way. So it's possible that anyways, I think I've kind of just cut down a bit, and I didn't do Maintenance Monday this week either. Just got too tired at the end of the day after doing a bunch of work. But anyways, the nice thing about if you want to put something funny on your website or that, let's say I could have changed that entry form to say after you entered the contest to redirect to a page, and I could have put this woohoo GIF at the top of that page, and all you have to do is right click, save image as, save it to your computer. It's like that, and you can put it in just as an image, and that's kind of fun. And as we look, this this one here though is 5 megabytes, so you have to be very careful. That's actually a large. That's actually a large one. Ivor says, "Does anyone try this converter?" Yeah, you're going to get the SVG. Well, we will look at it and try that. But you know, even 5 megs is pretty big. But you know what? If you're just putting that on a thank you for entering page, it's okay if that comes up kind of slow, because no one's going there as a default landing page, right? So, right. Now, Vector SVG, perfect for illustrations and logos. Let's leave the world of raster formats and move on to SVG format, which is a vector. As a result, it easily supports size changes, both enlargement and reduction. SVG images are always perfectly sharp, while other formats are only sharp when displayed at the correct size. All right. Perfect display, whatever size. By default, light and fast to load. A little typo there. And display, and supports transparency. So if we zoom into here, watch what happens here. The image, although it's getting kind of jammed in as the ratio changes, I can go right down. See this? Oh, it's actually, I don't think I can get it much bigger here, am I? Conclusion, let's see. Yeah. See, this is still nice and crisp. We've made it super big. And it is nice and crisp at regardless, whatever the size. Now, let's go here. And I'm going to right click. And I'm going to save the image as. And it's going to save as SVG. I'm going to save this here. And then I think if I open this, oh, it's going to open in a browser. So that's not what I want it to do. Let's go to here. Let's go to open the folder where this is. I'm going to right click and open with a text editor. Choose another app. Let's try Visual Studio Code. Yeah. So here's a really cool thing about this. This is that graphic. This Joomla logo, this is all the information that it is. And this just blows my mind whenever I see it. Now, it goes quite a bit off to the right here. But these are vectors, and it's drawing, and it's putting in colors. And so That's, you know, so just imagine the scale. If I gave you directions to walk in a pattern, and I knew that the room that you were in was 10 by 10, and I told you to take 3 steps in this direction, turn a certain number of degrees to the right, take 3 steps, and then do those little instructions. The steps are you can change the size of steps, because if we're in a room that's 100 by 100, I could say go not 3 steps, but just go like, I don't know, be 10 times the size. A distance of whatever the unit is, like 30. I'm not explaining this very well. It's not counting pixels. It's not saying 3 pixels turn right. It's saying go 3 units turn right. And based on the size that's on the space, it works out the percentage somehow. I haven't explained it very well, but this is it. It just blows my mind that this is an image. All right. So let's have some fun here. Let's go back to here. Let's go to Canva. Oh, let's read up in here. SVG format is perfect for illustrations and logos. If there isn't text, don't forget to vectorize. Oh, if there is text, don't forget to vectorize it. SVG images are always sharp, just one file, and you can view any size on the site. Advanced users, SVG images support some CSS animations. All right, so you can have some animations in it. Oh, by the way, we saw that logo is 3.3 kilobytes. And that file by itself as a JPEG might be 25, 50 kilobytes, who knows? And you get it, you know, and the PNG would be even more. So this is great. All right, now we'll talk about WebP in a second. Let's go to Canva. Let's go to, let's see here. Let's just go to, today's. This will be ridiculous, but okay, here is last week's thumbnail. I changed it. Oh, and actually, you know what? It's not. I need to fix that. All right. Interesting. All right. If I go up to share in the top right here, I have options to download. And I can now select what I want. Do I want this image, or do I want a JPEG or PDF? They don't offer WebP here, but look, there's SVG. This is going to be a ridiculous SVG. Look, I can give it a transparent background as well. But we're going to go download. And then we're going to go see how big this ends up being. This, by the way, we're breaking the rules here, making this into an SVG. It's actually maybe going to be, it'll be a fun experiment. Wow, oh my goodness, this might be huge, huge, huge. Oh boy. So this will probably turn out to be an example of what not to do with SVGs. All right, let's save. 51 megabytes. Yeah, that is not. All right, so don't use really complex things. Let's do this here. Let's see. I don't know. I just mostly wanted to demonstrate that you can make a graphic and then you can download it in you can convert it to an SVG. And let's say here's a very small graphic here. So that, that's a why is that rotating like that? Oh, there's a bunch. Okay. So I mostly do thumbnails here. Oh, here's a logo here. This logo, and it is, I think it's like 1,000 wide or something like that. One of the things that drives me crazy about Canva is very hard. I can't figure out how to just crop in Canva. But let's just share this and let's go to download, and we're going to do it as an SVG, and we'll download this, and it's probably going to go much faster. This is still a complex logo, but oh, there we go. Westshore Eye Care PDF. There we go. Save. How big is that? 782 kilobytes. That's still pretty big. We have a lot of detail in this logo. So this fade would make it big. But so this again is not a great example. But I think you get the point. Anyways, also, if you use Canva, export as SVG, you don't have to pay for anything. Now, let's just compare this. Let's download this as a PNG. Yeah, we'll leave it at 2,000 by that. All right, so let's see how big this is going to be. Oh, see, now look at that. As a PNG, that is actually smaller than the SVG in this case. Let's try Ivor's link here. Free SVG converter. All right, upload a picture. Oh, this is converting pictures into something as well. Original. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. Well, let's upload a picture. Let's have some fun with this. Let's see here. And then we'll move on to the next type. Delete. Here's that logo I just uploaded. Let's go open. Oh, there you go. Oh, and here it is here. Not really great, is it? No. So, there's some things here. Now, it did. This is almost like for making an icon or something, isn't it? Interesting. Change the details. Oops. It's also on white quite a bit, so. All right. Let's open up our files here. And here's the there's the logo, that huge one, or that other one that's 700. We can that's. Can I zoom in on this? No. Why is that? I think it's because because it is in the center of the white. If I go bigger. I used a bad example. I think that was a PDF file that I converted. Okay. Let's see, do we have, it's interesting that shows as a Microsoft Edge HTML document. Its name is PT, oh, maybe is that PDF? What's going on here? Hold on for a second. Alright. No, that's PNG there. Okay. So that converter is not quite working really well. It looks like it's converting to an icon, even from their example there. Oh yeah, you got your lines. Okay. Oh, here's examples of what they're doing. Yeah. So they're converting that into vectors, which was cool, but they are converting. Oh, that's a picture. But not. This doesn't look like it would be a great thing for doing like the logos, because we're losing the color and stuff like that. But it is neat for vectorizing stuff, making it show up just as lines. That comes down to your favorite editor, I guess, too, your favorite photo editor. All right, let's go back to our article and proceed here. Whoops. Okay, so WebP, as web optimization becomes more and more important, new image formats such as WebP have emerged. More compressed with equivalent rendering, it is supported by most modern browsers. This format allows for a shorter page load time and therefore avoids losing visitors as soon as they arrive on the site. Its use is also recommended in the context of SEO. Raster image, correct display after reduction, poor after enlargement. Destructive compression, lossy with faster and clearer results than with JPEG. Supports transparency. So it's sort of like if JPEG and PNG had a baby, they would have WebP. Now, interesting that you can't save in Canva to WebP. Like I said, online community hubs, OCH responsive images converts and makes images on your site into WebP, and you just get to take advantage of that slightly better compression. Now, this is an interesting image here. Let's open in a new tab and see. There's its real size. So if you were going to do this, you could make this just a pop-up. I did that on a website. I'll just show you. Carson City Coin Club. CarsonCityCoinClub.com. And what did we do here? I think it was mintage figures, mintage totals. Yeah. Now, here's what I did here. See this? And I put in the text, click to expand. This is very hard to read, but this was like an Excel spreadsheet and just the information. So what I did was I uploaded it, I think it's a JPEG. And I uploaded it, and then I made it open up as a pop-up, so you can actually just read it there on the screen to the size that you want. And I think that this will also keep expanding. No, that's the size. Maybe it's just... but anyways, so what they're saying there is that a WebP would be good because it would be crisper than a JPEG, and you could... but it would be smaller in size. So, all right. WebP images must be used in addition to JPEG and PNG images. They are widely supported. It would be a shame to ignore them. It's not useful to use the WebP format on an intranet company site where the browser recommended by the company does not support it. Okay, so you're going to run into cases where WebP is not working with whatever you're viewing. And the thing with online OCH responsive images, and there's others out there, I know you all use different ones, is this. If I go to this image here and inspect, you will see here, well, maybe I don't have this online OCH. Maybe I don't have it on here. Normally what you would see is this is offering a JPEG. Oh, this image might be too small. With OCH responsive images, if you're changing images above a certain size, then set it to change above a certain size. It'll make a WebP, but it also offers a link to PNG or JPEG and versions in different sizes based on the devices. And that's good too. Let's just try here. Let's see if I've got it going here. Yeah, here we have. Here's the example. So you'll see here this image. It is, the source is JPEG 640 by 360. There we go. But here's a source set. So on here's a WebP version that's available for 640 width. Here's a WebP for 575 width, WebP for 480, and different sizes that are offered here. So it's offering the JPEG, which is the original, but then there's also the WebP ones that are being offered, and that's OCH responsive images. OCH responsive images. OCH responsive images. Joomla. Let's take that space out. There, D-Grammatical's got one there. There we go. This is the one I like. I mentioned it, but do check out others too if you're interested. All right. So, but very interesting that Canva does not offer an export of WebP as a type here. So it might be a decision for based on the fact that it's not visible everywhere. So maybe it makes more sense to them to just offer JPEG or PNG, and then people can use their tools to make a WebP however they want. Let's see, just look at this. Oh, we've got a bunch of chat here. Yeah, Immer says if you want to change a PNG, it's kind of hard to edit them. Yeah. And then Immer can't keep his eyes open. It's harvest time and he has to work at 36 degrees Celsius in the direct sun in the village. Yes. Imran's off to sleep. Good night, Imran. Michael uses Affinity pretty much all the time. V2 exports to WebP. That's a photo editor, right? Affinity photo editor. Yes. So you can export to that. And, if you're exporting to your page, then if you're exporting to your if you're using WebP on your page, then you've got it to, you're going to understand that it's just for modern browsers. Hopefully everyone's using a modern browser. No subscription. Or you can get a one-off purchase either the Windows or Mac version one-off cost. Bjorn uses Photopia, free Photoshop. Okay. Yeah. So everybody, find the editor that you like. What's this? Let's open this image in a new tab. What are they using here? That's WebP. Yeah. That is WebP. How big is this image? Save image is a WebP. Save 435 kilobytes. And look, that's big. That's the image they're using. Now, why would they use something so big? It is possible that they have this for Retina screens, like the big Apples with the Retina screens. They're twice the resolution, so you might have that like that. Rudiger's Photoshop CS2. Okay, yeah, so you got to use what you like. Another free one is GIMP. But I've never really figured out GIMP. The user interface is, I struggle with that. All right. Back to our article. How to use a WebP image. Modern image for that, not used directly in web pages. Icon fonts perfect for the web. This article wouldn't be complete without mentioning icon fonts .woff and .woff2 files. They allow you to use icons as if they were a normal character, font size, color, etc. The most famous one is the library Font Awesome, which contains many icons, or the service Icomoon, which allows you to create your own fonts. Perfect display, whatever the size, single file to load. It's almost like that other program that Ivor shared, or link that shared, was for making an icon. But icons that behave like text. And as you can see, that is just looking nice. Where is it here? Yeah, always sharp and crisp. Mary said that she used all the Affinity products. Vinny shared this company years ago and has been great. Yeah, I remember Vinny. When I hear that name, I remember it was shared on the channel. Vinny loves Font Awesome. Yeah. All right. So, icon fonts useful for single color icons used in many places like social networks, share buttons, menu buttons, search, bullet points, pagination, etc. Icon fonts are always sharp. Each character is based on a vector image. No multicolored icon. Each icon displayed will only have one color. That's a drawback. All right, and then so let's shout it out to Daniel Dubois. I don't think, do we have a big picture of him that's going to come up? No, that's him there. That's as big as he gets. But here's his other articles. But that's a good look. And I think probably a good reminder for us, was a good reminder for me too, that we can be a little bit intentional about, be more intentional about what we're using somewhere. Instead of just like, oh, I'll just use a JPEG here for this logo. Oh, I wish it was crisp. Oh, I'll use PNG. Why not do it in SVG? And then add a program that converts to WebP to help converts images to WebP, or use WebP images so that they load fast for you. So, and that ends our look at those different image types and where to use them. All right. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll look at another article again in the future at some point, and go from there. Oh, Vinny says it used to be Serif and made a WYSIWYG website creator. Then they went a different direction. Affinity was acquired by Canva. Oh, nice. Yeah, here's my thing about Canva. We got this image here, like I said. This is it. I wish that I could crop this, and I've, I have looked and I've asked, how do I, crop? Like, let's find their help here. Mary says it's sad about the acquisition. See, I want to crop this here. It's a PDF. So it's like it's got that file open. You said I can slide the box over. Which box? I've got the slider, which is just behind my chair down here for doing percentage. But, oh, there's full screen. But this image on here, I cannot I cannot open that and then, let's see. I downloaded that as a PNG, right? Yeah, I want to, Vinny, what I want to do is I want to crop. There's the size of it. Oh, there we go. I want to crop. I want to get rid of this white here. So it's just this full screen here. Because when I export this, as we saw before, watch. If we go to, that logo is a PNG. See, it exported as a PNG with all this white space around it. So that is what drives me crazy about Canva, that I've not been able to get it to do. Can I select before you export? Well, Vinny, you're talking about expand it to like this? Yeah, so reduce the size of the artboard here. I'll show you. Resize the magic switch. Let's do this. Resize. So I'm going to resize to 600. Continue. And so it resized it, but then I end up on here, right? So yeah, now if I do the snippet tool, I could do that. Let's go Control Z here. I can set a transparent I probably could set a transparent background, but then it would still be this little image on this huge transparent thing here. Vinny says what you do is create a new design with the dimension you want, then bring the image to that size. All right, let's do this. Yeah, see, and that's that. I mean, that's just these are all, they're sort of all workarounds. Where's the help file here? Learn. I need help with crop. Now watch what they tell me here. Resizing elements, text box, photos, and videos. Click the element to resizing and cropping elements. Click the element, text box, image, or video you want to resize. To select multiple elements, click and drag the selection frame horizontally. Click any of the resize handles, the screenshot below on the corner. Yeah. Gotcha there. I guess I got out of here, right? Let's go up to, here we go. So I can click that. Yeah, I can resize, that's fine. But I don't want to do that. I guess I could go Control A and now and do this. Now look, now I've got that the full width. But again, I can't get rid of this white space at the top. Now, as you said, I could go Control A and copy, go File, and I could create a new design, custom size. Let's say it's the 16:9, and I can go Control V. All right, which is great, but see, I didn't get the height right. So therefore, I need to do something else. See, and that's the maddening thing. I guess if I know what the size is, file, and create new design. Now they've got nice dimensions here already, but you know, maybe I just have to know the dimensions that I want to do. Like if I go 500 by 250. An error created while designing your page. All right, Control V. Yeah, see? And I've got all this white space. So I guess if I know, I can do that. Bjorn says logo. All right, oops. Logo. But see, it guessed. It already did a dimension in there. File. Create. Logo. It's already preset to 500 by 500. So I think that you can see that is my frustration with. Maybe frustration is too big a word. That's my problem with Canva. Where did my help file come from? Okay, let's close these things here. Just close that, close that, close that, and that. Okay. There's Bjorn's link for Photopia. Cropping elements photos. Click the element image or video. On the editor toolbar, click crop. Now they do have a crop thing here. Michael has a CD-ROM of Serif Draw Plus X5. You can't crop the background. Well, and that's the problem, because I can. So, for instance, if I go to, I'll just show you this. Let's go to GIMP. Let's open this. Right-click this PNG. Open with GIMP. All right, so let's just get this to fit the screen. And now let's change the view. Zoom out. That's Control minus. No. View. Zoom out. Is it just minus? There we go. Now I can use this crop tool here, and I can do this. This is what I want to do. And you just can't do it in Canva because they're not. I think they're really focused on you start out with the size and then you build your thing. Uh-oh, Vinny says serif rhymes with barif. Serif. Yeah, serif, I guess. Anyway, so that's what I would like to do, because then I can export this, right? So I would like, I just can't do it in just can't do it in Chrome. Sorry, in Canva. This is GIMP. It's got lots of powerful tools there. Discard changes. Yeah. Let's take a quick look at Photopia again here, and then I'm gonna grab some breakfast because my oranges are wearing off already. New project. Let's see. Open from computer. Let's open this PNG here. Yeah, there we go. Very fast. And then we just have to find the crop tool, which is not that. There. Yeah, see, that's very nice. Seems like you're blocking our ads. Okay. There we go. Yep. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, that's a nice editor. They must have a an option to not have ads as well, right? Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Something's not right. Oh, I resized that image, didn't I? I cropped it. That's why. I cropped the original size of the image when we were playing around with it, and that's why the background is what it is. But there's an example, too, of how it still looks pretty good quality. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in today. That was nice. Thanks again for 250 Watch and Work live streams, even though this is 251. And thanks for your support of this channel and your online friendship. Congratulations to the 3 winners. Michael, and Victor Not Michael. And I will be in touch with you. Michael, thank you very much for donating to a favorite charity. I will make sure that I can do that. I do that. Who will I give it to? That's my phone. Let me just, I think it might be my son calling me. Suspected spam. They can call me back. All right, everybody. Oh boy, that's not really a pretty picture to end things up on, but all right. I'm going to wrap it up here. Get ready for the sad music. Everyone, thank you for your support of this channel. As usual, I hope that wherever you are, be it morning, evening, afternoon, or tomorrow, that this finds you well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.